Hi, today I am in Westward Ho in Devon, right by the beach, literally a stone's throw to the water. In fact, I just walked up here from there. Fantastic day today, lovely blue skies. And the great thing about Devon is that it's famous for its afternoon cream teas. So that's exactly what I've got in front of me. I'm in a place called Ocean 51, which is quite a cool cafe, just set back from the beach. Been here many times before because I've actually got a property just down the road from here. So I know that they do good food. I've never had the cream tea in here though. So this is what I've got. So you can see that I've ordered it. It's already come. So I've got my pot of tea. Obviously, you don't have cream tea without some real tea. So let me just pour that. I don't take milk in my tea. So just stay nice and hot. You can see it's all steaming. And then a classic cream tea. Now this is a quintessential British treat. It dates back hundreds of years when one of the queens, I think, or one of the duchesses used to have her friends round in the afternoon, and then she decided to start putting out some little treats and scones or scones, which is the big debate in England. Do you say scone? Do you say scone? Generally speaking, I think people in the north of England say scone, people in the south may say scone. Doesn't really matter, it's the same thing. This is what it is. So basically, it's a bread type product, sweet bread type product, and this is a fruit scone. So it comes with raisins in it, and it's served traditionally with some jam and cream. Let me cut this in half. This is actually warm. Don't know whether you can see the heat coming off it, but it's been warmed. So cut that through, so you can see, maybe you can see the steam coming off it. I can certainly see it. Got some nice raisins in here. It's nice and light, bready product, very sweet. So the big debate in the UK is, do you put the cream on first or do you put the jam on first? So there's two different ways of doing it. In Cornwall, they like to put the cream on first and then put the jam on top. In Devon, where I am at the moment, they put the jam on first and then the cream on top. Now, I've had many of these afternoon teas. I've always found that to be quite troublesome. But let's have a go at the Devon way because we are in Devon. So I will put the jam on first. I always find the jam a bit trickier to spread, but you've got to put a good chunk of jam on here. Let me just get a whole bunch of jam. Now, whilst I'm doing this, I just wanted to mention that the reason I'm here at the moment, I'm here to see my house, but I'm also working on a competition whereby you can actually win my beach house in Devon. So I'll talk about that in a moment. Right, got the jam on, let's get some of this cream on. Wow, now this is clotted cream. So clotted cream is a lot thicker than just normal cream, so it's basically somewhere between whipped and pouring cream, but as you can see, it looks a little bit like butter. So it doesn't taste like butter, thankfully. It tastes more like cream. You can see I'm putting lashings of this on. They've given me so much here, actually, for this scone. So, right. But I do like a bit of cream on there. Okay. There we are. It's fully loaded. It's got the jam. I'm going to put a bit more jam on the top. Just a bit of extra. This jam's tricky to work with. Okay. So I've now got jam, cream, jam. Lovely scone. It's quite warm. Let's have a bite. That's really good. Really good. As I said, this is a quintessential British treat, and you can have it any time of the day. Traditionally, it's afternoon tea. You have it somewhere between lunch and dinner. You'd have one of these just to keep you going. I mean, this is huge. Imagine if I had one of these every lunchtime, I'd be quite huge as well. But it is a nice thing to do at the seaside. Perfect day here. Fish and chips at lunch. This for afternoon tea. And then maybe something like fish for tea as well, because you're at the sea. Absolutely beautiful. Now, let me finish the rest of this, and I'll see you at the end to talk about my competition and also to the wrap-up. Okay, so here I am at the end of the meal. So what did I think of it? Well, before we get into that, I just wanted to talk to you about the competition that I'm running, which is another way of supporting the channel. So I said that I'm down here because I've got a house down at the beach, and I've had this for 15 years. It's a great place to come to. Now, my original intention was to actually redevelop this house. I've got planning permission to replace it with a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, upside-down house with balconies overlooking the ocean. So that's great. But I've retired as a developer. This is what I'm doing now. I'm making YouTube videos. I don't have time to be doing all of that. So rather than selling it, I've decided to to offer it as a prize in a competition. So if you're interested in coming and having afternoon tea like this and just hanging out in a really cool seaside town in the UK, then you need to buy a ticket. If you have a look in the link below, they're priced at £5 each, and you can win my beach house cost-free, so I will cover any legal fees and any stamp duty, those sort of things. So you will get it lock, stock and barrel for free. You can live there rent-free, mortgage-free for the rest of your life if you like. But if you're not interested in that, if that doesn't appeal to you, maybe you don't live in the UK, or maybe you just don't want to come and live in Devon, then as an alternative, you can have £250,000 in cash, £250,000. Can't say fairer than that. All you have to do in return is to buy a ticket. So have a look in the link below, you'll find that it takes you straight through, and it's another way of supporting me and the channel. Okay, put that to bed. What about the food here? Well, as you saw, I had afternoon tea, which was a lovely raisin scone, which was lovely, nice and warm, came with a big pot of clotted cream and strawberry jam. I did it the Devon way round, which is to put the jam on first and the cream on top. I must say I prefer the Cornish way, which is to put the cream on first and then the jam on top. That's just my personal preference. Tastes the same, but it's a bit easier to spread. So what was it like? Well, the scone was really tasty, really nice, quite light, warm. The jam, decent, not the best jam I've ever had, it was all right. And the clotted cream was good. The pot of tea, as you would expect, pretty standard. So what was the damage? How much did it cost? Well, it came to a grand total of £12.95 plus a 15% gratuity, which I added. There's no service charge here, but I thought that the people here are really nice. They deserve a bit of a tip. So in total, £14.24, which, you know, it's quite expensive, but it's a luxury, it's a treat. So, oh, actually, sorry, there was a coffee for the cameraman as well, which was actually about £3 or £4. So, yeah, so it would have been a bit less if I'd just been on my own, probably would have come in more like a tenner. So, not the cheapest treat, but it's a treat, and, you know, it was absolutely delicious. And if you're in the mood for a cream tea, afternoon tea, this just ticks the boxes. It just hits the spot every single time. So what's my score for Ocean 51 and its cream tea? Well, I'm going to give it a very solid 8 out of 10. It was a great scone. Really enjoyed it. Would I come back? Absolutely. I've been here before. I haven't had the afternoon tea before, but I certainly would come back and have it. So thank you very much for watching this video all the way through to the end. Don't forget, if you're interested in this sort of lifestyle, then please buy a ticket in my competition, which you can find the link below. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked today's video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you again on the next video.